Welcome to Zisodel TV. Kindly subscribe, share, and like for latest updates and news. Welcome
Here from the Vice President of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima. Over and over again, concerns around conflict, insecurity, political instability have been mentioned by our previous speakers. I'd like to find out then from you, as Nigeria, it's a new administration in Nigeria as well, how you've been able to mobilize domestic resources and also access development financing from partners to transform food systems.
Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Well, our government is barely 2 months old, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hit the ground running from day one, determined to transform the meaning and concept of modern governance, and along that way to demonstrate the nation's commitment towards our food system. He declared a state of emergency in food security and took it as a livelihood item within the purview of the National Security Council. And we had 2 albatrosses around our necks: subsidy on petroleum and multiple exchange rate system. And we withdrew the subsidy on petroleum from day one, just like President Ruto did in Kenya. And to mitigate the effects of the subsidy removal, the government embarked on immediate release of grains and fertilizers to mitigate the effects of the subsidy removal. A commodity marketing board has been put in place to continuously review and monitor the prices of food items. Nigeria is a diverse country with lots of potentials and diversities. But along this line, the government is making strenuous efforts to activate funding for the entire agricultural value chain. The nation has a lot of potentials. 1 out of every 4 black men is a Nigerian, and it's projected that by 2050, Nigeria will be the 3rd most populous nation on earth, surpassing the United States. So the anticipated demographic bulge, we have the capacity of turning it into demographic dividends, or it will be the demographic disaster that will consume all of us. Along this way, we are determined to invest in agriculture, fundamentally because, and the whole mantra is increase in yield, because entrepreneurial capitalism is embedded in the very psyche of the average Nigerian. But why we will have 133 million Nigerians suffering from multidimensional poverty? Our people lack the wherewithal to be placed in Jeffrey's space ladder of development. But the president is determined to reposition the Nigerian nation, activate the river basin development authorities for enhanced food production and livelihood support to Nigerians. Along this way, the president has already approved the infusion of huge quantum of funds towards repositioning our security architecture, because we have similar problems with Somalia and Kenya, especially in the northeast and the northwest sub-regions of the country. We are repositioning our security architecture to provide support to farms and farmers. And nothing fascinated me much more than the school feeding system. I listened with rapt attention because it's the greatest game changer, especially for the poor, because the young ones at their formative stages, food is very essential in the formation of their brainware. So it's absolutely essential. We are with you, we'll align with you, we'll partner with you towards meeting our global objectives. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.